16. Ready to learn.
It's for Sierra College, Communication 1 with Professor Mojet. My name is Brandon Thompson. Our presentation today is on coping with natural disasters. Natural disasters is defined as an event such as a flood, earthquake, or hurricane that causes great damage or loss of life. We have a fair amount of these in California. We're all aware we have earthquakes, we have floods, we have fires, which can be naturally started and or man-made, but they're still considered a natural disaster now. We don't get hurricanes yet, luckily. These are just a couple pictures of what we can deal with here in California. These are all fires, floods, earthquakes that happened in California the past 3 years. We have flooding out in the valley because of rains, the earthquake in Napa, the mudslide down in San Bernardino, and the fire in Malibu over Christmas time last year. In the U.S., we averaged 108 natural disasters as of March 2019. This includes all the states. They're varying from severe thunderstorms, floods, earthquakes, and of course wildfires, heat waves, and droughts are all categorized as one. So it's hard to know exactly which of those the numbers go with, but it just gives you a good idea of what we deal with here in the U.S. Most of the information I pulled from was from the Mental Health of America website. Per Mental Health of America, if your community has been hit by a natural disaster, you're probably trying to make sense of what happened and deal with the stress and situation. These events create a tremendous amount of stress and anxiety for those directly and indirectly affected. In the days and weeks following the disaster, you may begin to have some of these common reactions. Their website lists 9 different topics and ways to help you cope with a natural disaster. We're going to go over those right now. I feel like it's a good thing to know in California now with the way things are going. We need to be better at coping with these natural disasters because they're not going to go away. They can only get worse. So their first step, of course, is talk about it. Talking to others about the event can relieve stress and realize that others share the same feelings as you. In the 911 system and emergency medicine and public service, we always talk about talking about the incident, whatever happened to us. That is probably the number one way to do it. We do it every day as well. And it's a very easy topic and an easy thing to do, whether it's on the phone, in person, over Skype, texting, it doesn't matter. Talking is talking. Second, spending time with friends and family. If your family lives outside the area, staying in touch with them via phone or FaceTime is a great way to do it, especially with technology now. Utilize this technology that we have to help yourself. Third, take care of yourself. Don't get into sitting there and reminiscing and thinking about the disaster. Get plenty of rest and exercise, eat properly. If you can, refrain from smoking, drinking alcohol, drinking coffee, or stimulants, because again, those will heighten your senses and will make you stressed out more and think about the incident. This is a big one. Limit your exposure to the disaster. Best way to do it, take your phone, turn it off. Get away from social media, and get away from social media. Not everybody watches the news or watches TV now, so social media is our biggest influencer on what we see. By staying away from that, you don't see the pictures, you don't see the incident, you don't see videos of what happened, and it gives you flashbacks and reminds you. Instead, take time for activities you enjoy. Get outside, get away. If you can afford it or make it happen, go on a quick little vacation then. Go on a weekend trip away from the area, away from everything, and relax. If you like to bike ride, take your bike, go for bike rides, go for hikes, go for runs. Go catch a movie. I mean, something to turn your brain off for a little bit to let it relax is always a great thing. Take one thing at a time. When natural disasters happen, if you're a part of it, you're bombarded with things that you have to do. Where's my insurance policy? How much money am I going to get? Where am I going to work? What am I going to do? One step at a time. Don't stress about it. Make a list, prioritize what you think is the most important thing for you to do, start marking them off one at a time, one at a time. If you can only get 2 done in a day, that's okay. There's no rush to get everything done in the first 24, 48, 72 hours of an incident. Another great thing to do is do something positive. Help out, give back if you can. Even if you're not directly affected by the incident, if it's happened in your hometown, in your county, in your state, help. Whether donating money, donating time, donating blood, whatever you can do, even if it's a little something or a big something, it all helps out in the end. By helping out, you also give yourself an endorphin rush of positivity, which makes you feel better. Makes you stop thinking about the bad and makes you think more about the good. Big one, avoid drugs and alcohol. All depressants are stimulants that can affect you in ways that you may not realize until it's too late. So it's very important to just stay away if you can. Lastly, ask for help. We're such a macho society and a society of I can take care of myself and I don't need anybody else and I'm okay, I'll take care of me. Ask for help. There's nothing wrong with going down to a professional and saying, I need help, I have an issue. This happened to me, I need help. By doing that, you're fulfilling a lot of these topics that they're talking about it and getting away from social media and relieving the stress because the professional is going to help you with all of that. Lastly, again, just take care of yourself, take care of your family. If you see a family member struggling with the natural disaster or the situation or issue, help them. Go to them, talk to them. It's not always just the person directly affected that is having the issue. It can be someone who is not directly affected as well because their family was affected. So be open to helping, stay vigilant, and don't be afraid to ask for help still. Thank you.